definitely one to watch. I want to congratulate Coach Fitz and that team upstate. They played well and good enough to win, of course. Sorry, for that senior class because I wanted them to be as successful as they possibly could in winning the last two football games, especially their last game at Zebke Memorial was hard. There's a lot of tears in that locker room. There's a lot of understanding that they've done a lot for this football team this year. And as we talked to each one of those guys, we talked about what they've done for this football team, at least bring in an attitude of competing and the attitude of making this program better in everything they do, from the Shieldhouses to the Wilsons to the Browns to the Kennards, just to name a few. Each one of those young men put their lives into this last year and to try to build this program that was at the bottom. And they did a great job, I thought, this year of competing and pushing this football team to be the best that they can possibly be. We fell short in a couple football games, there's no question. But I'm very proud of the way that those seniors led this football team, and we'll continue to push those younger players to push this football team further.
That interception by Nate obviously turned the tide. Your offense almost had to play perfect again today. What happened on that play, or how big?
I think he's just trying to make a play and trying to throw the ball out of bounds, and it didn't get out. And again, when you talk about turnovers in the football game, that was definitely one that they had and we didn't have, and ended up being part of the factor in the football game.
How nice was it to see Josh kind of start off the third quarter that way?
Oh, it was great. We were looking for him in the fourth, though, to be honest with you. And I got dinged up a little bit, and I thought he was running the ball great, and he could do whatever he could do. He got dinged up a little bit, and we could have definitely used him in the fourth quarter.
Post game, we kind of saw Miles and Nate and Ryan and Steve in a little embrace. Can you just talk about the bond that they have?
Oh. Well, I mean, again, you're talking about guys that have been together for a long time, that live together, that been in weddings together, you name it. I'll tell you what, it's been an honor to coach them. Being the head football coach here, understanding that those young men, it means a lot to them. It meant a lot to try to push this football team with the youth that we have on this football team. They're like father figures, to be honest with you, to a bunch of young players. And, as I told them, they will be repaid by the way that this football team is going to continue to progress.
Many things stand out about that exchange right before halftime where they got the ball back and got 3 points out of it right before the half. That ended up being a kind of big 3 points.
Yeah, we got again, down, weren't able to move the football, coming out of the red zone. Had to punt the football, and it wasn't a very good punt. They ended up, hitting us with a strike and then kicking 3 points. Of course, that was a big in any of the football games because we thought, that would be a factor for us to keep them out of the end zone going at half, or keep them out of kicking a field goal and going at half, knowing we got the ball back in the next series. And it was a swing there. There's no question about that. But I was proud of how the team came out the second half and put the ball in the end zone immediately and competed right back. But those are 3 points that are crucial in the football game right now. We can all see that. And then the missed field goal. I mean, we missed a field goal too. You can't do those types of things and beat a good football team, in my opinion.
I think there's a big difference between 4-8 and what heading into the offseason off of a win, whatever that would have done.
Well, again, I just of course you always want to win your last football game, and I've been very blessed at the places I've been at where we've done a lot of that. And there's no question that it brings, but we didn't last year, and we got this football team better. And this year we've competed better. We've got to win more football games. We all understand that. We all know it's about the W's. But as we just talked as a football team, we challenged them. I had the seniors standing in front, and we challenged the seniors along with the coaching staff, challenged this football team to progress. And if they don't want to accept that challenge, well, then they're probably not going to be here. So we're going to take this program one step further each and every day and make it better.
How much different is the state of the program right now than a year ago at this time?
Well, I think in every facet of this program, we've gotten better. I mean, we've won more football games. You know, we're doing things in the classroom that have never been done here. Never, ever. No Illini football team has ever done some of the things here. And we understand that it's about W's. We all understand about W's. But the community-wise, what the kids' perception is around this community, what type of human beings they are, all those things are a credit to the senior class and to this football team. And we are getting better. There's no question about that.
You kind of went for a lot of junior college guys in the offseason addressing needs. Have you been able to start formulating a plan on what your goals are for this offseason?
Well, you know, I know we lose two out of the on the depth chart on defense. So, you know, we'll have 20 names back that will have to compete to be starters. You know, you lose 7 on offense. We need to continue to build up front, in my opinion, defensive line-wise. Continue to push at the safety positions and the star positions on defense. And we got to continue to replace some outstanding senior wide receivers that really came in. Steve Hall, who's been a defensive back, plays wide receiver for us this year and does phenomenally. We lose one of our top linebackers ever that's played here. So those names are going to be hard to replace, but those are definitely players that you look for. We've got 9 available in January, and we'd like to be, again, close to that number of January enrollees.
Nathan broke Juice's record. Just talk about that.
Well, I just found that out. So congratulations to him. And I think that Nathan would be the first one to say, I'd rather have a W. But I think first thing that Nathan will say is it's a credit to this football team.
Related to this game, but what happened with your attempt to get Washington players over here? You talked about that earlier in the week, that you were trying to make that happen, the Washington high school players that you were trying to get as your guests for the game.
Yeah, we left them, we talked with Coach and left him the opportunity to come over here, and the players could be privileged to the football game. And we just wanted to make sure they had some things, of course, with it being Thanksgiving weekend. There's a basketball game. I know that some of the players were involved in, but we put it out to them that they would have any tickets available for the football game that they'd like. We also had as you saw, the sticker on the side of the helmet, that we had the Red Cross emblem for the disasters that we had this previous week that happened in our state. We wanted to recognize that. Of course, also.
What did you think of Miles wearing Brian's jersey?
Well, he came up to me yesterday and asked if he could do it. And, of course, we asked Ryan. And there was no question that we felt that would be a great tribute to a close friend. That's what football does. You know, it is about W's. We all understand that. But the bonds that these players have met with one another, I mean, we're talking lifetimes. I mean, as I told this senior class, I'll do anything for them, for what they've done for this football team. And I will continue to do that as long as Tim Beckman's alive, because these players do mean a lot to me. And I hopefully I mean a lot to them too. So that's just part of it. And, you know, I think those are the relationships that shows what Miles does by wearing number 12 today.
Coach, with JB, you're given the struggles of the defense this year. Do you think people maybe underappreciate how good he was for you guys this year?
I don't think so. I mean, I think people understand how good JB is, and I know that people that come in to watch our senior class and know how good JB is.
Any final questions for Coach today?
All right,
Thanks.
thank you. We have players.